Yes, make sure you log on to doggiediamondsnofilter.com, the official website of Doggie Diamonds. And have you heard about my $100 promo deal? Maybe you can utilize this. Let me give you some details really quick. The promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV, as well as the Interlude TV. That's the Insta stories, the YouTube communities, the Threads account, Facebook accounts, and the Twitter accounts. I can promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. You must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just contact me at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Let's go. Yes, I'm here. I tried to get on here earlier, but it just didn't work out like that, man. I was working on this artwork. I ain't know what the hell to do with the artwork. Bree Skywalker, what's up? Glad you here. Peace guard to Sincere, what's up? King Michael Coy, what's up? Terrence Foster, what's up? Tiger, what's up? Big Ma is in the building, moderator. Team Official Music Group, what's up? Yes, you stay missing them, Bree. Yeah. Said I pay good money for these beats. I got a lot of them. King Michael Coy, how are you? What's up with you? Self-Sufficient 100 is in the building. Too Legit is in the building. Young Yala is here as always. Antoine is here. Holy Ghost Rider is here. Get the likes up too. Make sure you hit the like. The like is very, very important. Yes, Big Damo. Let me let them know. Doggie Diamonds did this. Yes, indeed. Big Damo had to let me remind y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yes, just A. Jersey is in the building. Tisha Dotson is in the building. Mumu74 is here. Virginia Maldonado is in the building. Hola to you. Hood Politics ENT is here. Check Vids Online is here. Yes. Don't forget. Doggie Diamonds did this. Robin, how are you? Beautiful and Blessed is here as well. Holy Ghost Rider is here. Bottom Line is here. On the check-in. Tony WMS. How all is well. I can't complain. PJ Allen, what's up? Dave Howard. Queens ATL. Yes. Lotus the King. Big Bear, California. That's where Oscar De La Hoya used to train, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yes. And don't forget. Doggie Diamonds did this. Yeah, because they be forgetting sometimes. They be forgetting, so I got to remind them. But y'all know. They know. Time to read your Bible. What's up? Shabaka the Guard. What's up? The Black Serpent is in the building. Elmatic, what's up? Rashonda Greer, what's up? Yes. You know this is my topic, Sincere. You know something like this go on is near and dear to me. Dave Howard, how are you? House 1-2. House 12 is in the building. Yes. I'm here, man. I'm here. I don't got the shades on. I don't know. Diesel Dixon, I appreciate you for saying that. I don't got the shades on tonight. I feel real serious for some reason, man. I feel real serious. I'm just pulling my hat down a little bit so this light don't blind me. Coleman G, I got you. My bad. That's going up tomorrow. Coleman G. Yes. Coleman G has a book that I'm going to be promoting tomorrow. Make sure you look for the book in the YouTube community. You know, Brutus, what's up? The Real Big Texas, part of the Playback Gang, but he's here tonight. Ronnie Dwight, I see you. Coleman G. Yes, that's definitely has a book that I'm going to be promoting. But topics like this is, why is this bottle in the way? I'm like, what the hell is up with this bottle? Y'all not paying me. I don't know if I showed it last night. I'm like, why is this bottle there? I'm like, what's in the forefront? I'm looking at this. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, what the hell is that right there? Dude, what is that bottle? I'm like, but anyway, this is water. Anyway, so topics like this is really, really important to me because when a person opens up about their struggles, it's very difficult. But when a person opens up about their struggles, you would think they would get support for opening up, because when you speak, you also can help others by giving your testimony. So the Breakfast Club erroneously sometimes think a lot of shit is a joke. That's not funny. Zodiac Palace, how are you? DJ Overtime, what's up? So Young Dro, who we knew, he came out in the culture blazing. Came out in the culture blazing. From Atlanta. And he was a spitter. He definitely was a spitter. And we looked at, I remember him from Shoulder Lean, but I also know that he's a spitter. And then he disappeared. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know if he had a falling out with T.I. I didn't know what happened, but I just know he disappeared. But his sound was needed. He used to be, some good outfits. He was well dressed. Was a spitter. Was dating Fantasia at one point. And I always wondered what happened to him. So within the last couple of years, I seen him resurfacing. Got his weight up, look a little healthier. And he started opening up and expressing some of the things he was going through. And this addiction that a lot of people face and a lot of people have is claiming lives, as we just lost Rich Homie Quan to some of these same addictions and others. So he decides that he wants to speak on his struggles. They asked him what was going on. So as he's speaking on his struggles, they laugh. T.I. laughs. The Peanut Gallery, which is his brother, K-Dub, the comedian, laughs. Charlemagne chuckles, and they're laughing that they're laughing. And what I didn't understand was he's talking serious at this time, but they're laughing. And he's trying to get, I guess, support at this moment, because this shit is serious. And he talk about he OD'd. Now, in the story, I don't know the story, but the Peanut Gallery decides to say, man, he's going off that pill. He's going off that pill. And he's like, I did OD. So just like Rich Homie Quan caught a bad one, it could have happened to him, which it did, but it just so happened that he's still alive. And, he spoke about it, and they're laughing. And then he spoke about his daughter getting strung out too. And that's when it got real. And that's when dude was laughing. And they was laughing that he was laughing. And then Young Dro decided to get serious. And that's when he threatened to put hands on him. But I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to let y'all see it for yourself. For who didn't see it, we're going to react to it in real time. What happened exactly? Now, this is from The Breakfast Club, of course. And I didn't put certain things in the title of this video because, for YouTube purposes, they like messing with me when I talk about real topics. So I got to title it like this and then just give it to y'all, as is. So let's go through it. Let's go through it real quick.
When did you decide, or what got you into rehab? When was that
So Young Dro talks about going to rehab, which is very, very important because a lot of people don't go to rehab. They stay strung out. they succumbed to it, and we watched them. But he said he went to rehab, and watch it how he talks.
Calling and said, "This is the time." Because I mean, for my whole career, I would see Dro in the club with me every week, and Dro is performing. Dro is at every stage. You were the epitome of an artist because you were out.
Yeah. Well,
You can see dude in the back smiling, like you see him right here. He's already smiling, so he didn't even say nothing.
got tired, like, of
Look, he's already
the
back
same
there
things,
smiling.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, over and over again, getting high and saying I'm not getting high and, you know, repeating the same.
See, he started laughing. I don't see what's funny because he said he's tired of getting high, but then lying to say that he's not getting high. So he realized he hit rock bottom, and he realized that he was lying to himself and the people, and dude was back there laughing. And I don't think that's funny, like, because you know a lot of people who suffer from substance abuse problems, when you speak to them about it, they deny it. So he said he got tired. He was sick and tired of being sick and tired. But go ahead.
Laughing like hell at this man's struggle. This man talking about
Yeah,
it
they
real.
said-
Overcoming the
Laughing
real
at his
struggle. This
struggle.
man back in there.
I will ask you because your crew just do nothing but laugh. Like even as now, T.I.'s like,
Yeah.
"Welcome to Sober Dro." Like nobody.
So they calling him Sober Dro, and it's a joke that he's sober. You know, because according to what Envy is saying, he called himself Sober Dro. You know,
Takes it serious.
But you know what though?
A bad pill got him. He let it all go after that bad pill.
Is it a bad pill got him?
Actually, three.
but the same bad pill that got him also got Rich Homie Quan. So I don't know why you taking the time to try to clown him. But go ahead.
He's telling the truth. Like, nah, but you know, it was more than that. It was actually I overdosed.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? And
Which
I
is messed
used
up.
I
He's
used
still
this
laughing back
platform
there.
with
Look
the-
at him.
With the thank God to.
He's still laughing back there.
What's wrong with you? He laughing in the background.
Man,
Even when everybody's like, it's not funny. You know,
That's your brother, right? That's your brother.
crazy, man.
He's a mechanic.
K-Dub
He's a mechanic. The mechanics always laughing still.
K-Dub is a dastardly individual, man.
So go ahead.
Nah,
So
but-
you
so-
almost overdosed.
Yo, I did.
No.
Know what I mean? And
he didn't say he almost. He said he did. He didn't say he almost. He said he did.
all of these things happened. The overdose. My daughter was on drugs, and you know, career wise, I wasn't where I wanted to be.
He bust out laughing when he said his daughter was on drugs. You could look at the back. When he says my daughter's on drugs, look at this idiot behind him. Watch.
You know, career wise, I wasn't where I wanted to be.
What is
Those,
And then what I don't understand about Charlamagne, you my dude and all that, but why are you laughing because somebody else is laughing? Because, you know, as people, when we gotta start being serious about a lot of shit. Like, this ain't funny. Like, you can't make me laugh because I'm gonna be real. When it's something serious and people laugh, I get mad. Even if it ain't even me, I get mad. Like, yo, what's so funny? I don't know, maybe because, I don't know, maybe it's the Brooklyn in me. We just get real serious real fast. But let's go.
all of these things happened.
Watch the dude in the back.
My daughter was on drugs, and you know, career wise, I wasn't where I wanted to be.
What is this? What's up with
Start
you,
laughing.
man?
Hey, you
T.I.'s
finna-
laughing.
I mean, we cool, but I slap the shit out you by laughing.
Oh man.
So I'm just telling you, we
Hey, you ain't
cool.
gonna slap me now.
Now, what you
Yeah.
want to do?
Hey, you ain't gonna slap me. Joe.
What you want
Yeah.
to do?
You gonna hurt yourself?
Yeah.
Don't let him take you out of your
Right.
Sober Dro. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm here for Bankhead.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, listen. Hey, man, you
See, he's saying I do what I want to do, and he think it's funny. But why you laughing? Because once you say your child is on drugs based off of your poor choices, I don't see what's funny.
like,
hey, listen.
I do what I want to do.
yeah.
Don't let
Hey, you ain't gonna slap
So my thing is, why are you there? Once the man starts being, vulnerable, there's nothing is funny no more. Once he start talking about his child, is nothing funny anymore. But go ahead.
I'm just telling you, we
Hey, you ain't
cool.
gonna slap me now.
Now, what you want to do?
Hey, you ain't gonna slap me.
What you want to do?
You gonna hurt yourself?
You gonna hurt yourself.
Sober Dro.
Yeah, I'm here for banking though. Like,
I do what I want to do.
Hey, listen, hey,
Look.
both of y'all, all y'all, everybody came in this motherfucker with me.
Right.
Hey, look, everybody came in this motherfucker with me. Hey, look, everybody came in this motherfucker with me. Hey, look, remember who you came in, remember what we doing here, man. Come on.
So again, T.I. tried to nip it in the bud after the fact, but it's already too late. And now dude in the back don't think shit is funny. Now he mad because the dude like, yo, I slap you. Because Young Dro is like, I slap you. Now he back there mad.
Come on, man. Let's get this shit together, bro. All
Right.
right.
all right.
I'm sorry, guys.
And first of all, Joe, congratulations
Yeah.
on being 2
Absolutely.
years sober.
Yeah,
first
like
of
I
all.
was saying.
2 years
three,
sober,
actually,
congratulations.
I'm approaching
3
4.
years,
You feel what I'm saying?
congratulations.
So, like,
Congratulations
like all
on
of these
that.
things happened to where it made me want to actually seek something better. You know what I mean? So when I took myself to rehab out in LA, did a couple months out there.
Congratulations.
And it was cool, you know what I'm saying? I got back out and I was still tempted to
Do drugs.
live that kind of life,
Yeah.
but I saw what was in front of me and I was like, this is more valuable than what's behind me.
When did you
So
decide
so
or what?
so basically, like in a nutshell, when we say our friends sober, we supposed to congratulate them. We supposed to be like, yo, man, congratulations. That shit is tough. I couldn't, me myself, everybody don't have the intestinal fortitude to do certain shit. We seen how it decimated our communities in the 80s and 90s. Now we have individuals that look just like us, that's in our age group, that's, don't look like the typical addict. Addicts used to have a look. Their skin used to be bad, their clothing, they stunk, they smell. Addicts don't have a particular look no more. Addicts don't have a particular look anymore. Now they look like us. Now the age range is astronomical. They, they're not experimenting coming out the gate like some of you might have had smoking at 12, 13. They going the hard stuff early. They going straight to the hard stuff. It ain't even no gateway. And they saying that's his brother. That's not his brother. I don't think that's his biological brother, but how could somebody say that's just your brother or call you brother if they think your pain is funny? Like, again, man could have lost his career, he definitely lost his career, could have lost his life and lost his child. And we laugh. So, that's why, and it's funny because I get a lot of testimonies to my DM of people saying, yo, man, I'm sober. I ain't get high in a while. I did this. Christopher Simmons, I appreciate your Cash App donation. I get people saying, I get people hitting me up, talking about how they've been clean and sober. And I just think it's a beautiful journey to want to extend your life. It's a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful thing to want to extend your life. A lot of us, man, we struggle day to day because this thing called life is tough. Escapism is real. Some people escape via drugs. Some people escape via harming themselves. It's different things that people try to escape because we don't have the coping mechanisms. So just get high. Getting high is a great escape. Drinking is a great escape. Oppressing other people, being hypersexual, oversexual is a great escape for some. So when a man wants to take control of his life and then you want to clown him, I just think that's messed up. And, respectfully, after that was over, I don't think I would have spoke to him like that. I think I would have whipped his ass. Honestly, I would have whipped his ass because this is viral now. Now we don't have a moment where he sounds triumphant because the clown in the back stole a moment where he could have been congratulated and took that big platform to speak to others and speak power to others. But the clown in the back, and this is the problem that we have. We got so many clowns around us. We got so many clowns that's right there. You got a clown. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you got a clown sitting next to you right now, respectfully. And I don't mean literally right next to you, but you know what I mean, in your circumference. You got clowns all around you that the minute you do something that is not anything, because he said something powerful. He said he got more ahead of him than looking back what was behind him. So your past is your past, right? But now, your present and your future is very, very important. And as he's giving his testimony, I mean, imagine your child loses their life behind following your poor decisions. Could you imagine the thing that would be on your heart? Imagine what you would have to live with if your child succumbed to what everybody is succumbing to, because it only take a one bad situation, you know. And again, as a person who got sober cold turkey, that shit was a struggle, man, because although I quit drinking, I didn't realize how much I was dependent on it until I stopped depending on it. I didn't go to AA. I considered myself to be a strong person, so I quit. But the thing that I psychologically went through in quitting, if you laughed at me, I don't think I would have allowed you to ever laugh again at anything. I would have been really, really violent with somebody behind that, because what the fuck is funny when I'm struggling? And I didn't realize the reason why I drank so much, because I was depressed. I didn't realize that. I just knew that, yo, what's today's date? Fuck it, let's celebrate. What's today? Oh, today is Monday? Oh, fuck it, let's get a bottle. And then I was so bad that I didn't need a friend to drink. I didn't need nobody to drink with me. I'd get a bottle by myself and drink. I didn't have to drink with nobody. I didn't need a friend. And when I stopped, now that crutch that I had is gone now. So now I gotta face the music of what is bothering me, because when you're going through stuff, you can just get bent. You just get drunk. Make everything feel better. Everything is funny. Everything is cool. You don't care. That's your courage. That's your you don't care. Everything is in them bottles. Everything is in them wines and spirits. You don't care. What you care about? You feel good. You feel nice. I don't care. I'm feeling good right now. But then once I stopped, and I stopped for various reasons. I explained it before. If you're familiar with me, you know. But if you don't know and you're not familiar with me, and it's the first time you hear, you listen, I stopped because I'm a child of an addict. Although I wasn't born crack addicted, I still have the addictive personality that my father had, because I'm his child and his DNA is mine. And I realize that I have an addictive personality. Like when I drink, I wanted to be the best drinker. You know, just think about that. I drink you. I used to drink you under the table. Like that shit was a badge of honor. It wasn't no badge of honor, but at this time, this is all I know. You know, this is all I know. But I realized that, damn, I be getting fucked up. Although I don't have blackouts, of course I don't, but it's like, why am I drinking? I'm doing it aimlessly. It's not Friday, it's not Saturday. It's Wednesday afternoon. And I got some yak. I got some Smirnoff. I'm getting right. And I said, yo, hold up. And then I started becoming judgmental. My brother was diabetic. And he was drinking. I remember one day arguing with my brother about his drinking, and he said to me, "You drink too?" And I was like, "Oh shit! How the hell I'm talking shit about him and I drink?" Because I was talking to him about health. You know, yo, you can't be doing, you shouldn't be doing. My brother's older than me, but I'm sitting here scolding him about some shit I do. And when I quit, I didn't realize that I had the problems that I had because I was when the shit got rough, I got bent. I got drunk. You know what I'm saying? The music sounded better, the creativity was better, everything was better for me. Now, we got different types of alcoholics, we got different types of drug users. Sometimes they don't have a face. Sometimes you can't look at them and say custody. Sometimes you can't look at them and say alcoholic. It changed so much now that it doesn't have a look like it used to have. You know, used to be able to look, dudes staggering, dudes sitting in the gutter. You had winos. You know what winos are? That's the old timers on the corner drinking that Wild Irish Rose, that MD 2020. It don't look like that no more now. Custies and alcoholics got big ass chains on. They drive fly cars. They got beautiful women. Women got BBLs and Birkin bags and all that. It changed that the way it looked. But when you realize you have a problem and you try to conquer the problem, one of the ways of conquering it is admitting it. Second way is giving your testimony later, because you see, when you are addict, you struggle every day to not be an addict. So every day is a new day to renew your life, renew your lease on sobriety. So that's what, you know, he's doing. So for homie to laugh, when we triggered, one of the worst things you could do to a man is laugh at him and embarrass him. When a man is laughed at and embarrassed, that shit does something to you up here. We already feel played a lot. We already feel like we not getting our just due. We already feel like we not respected. As a man, just think about yourself as a man. Whether you're going through it with your baby moms, your wife, your girlfriend, your homies, 5-0 outside, the dude in the corner store, stay playing games. You can't go get no hairy chicken wings without them. Hurry up and buy, you know, or you can't get extra duck sauce. People following you around the store. You're already kind of triggered. One of the worst things that could happen is somebody laugh at you. Embarrassment, being embarrassed, has created serial killers. If you ask anybody why they did what they did, you know what they say sometimes? People made fun of them. People laughed at them. Nobody wants to be laughed at. Nobody wants to be made fun of when you're struggling. Now, if it's just some regular ranking, you come through, you got a hat on, and your hat got some wild shit, and we laugh at your hat, that's different. But when you're struggling, and somebody laugh at your struggle, and you embarrassed, that shit turn you go off. Now, remember being young. Remember I told a story of, you know, if you had that food stamp book, and everybody in the store, and you ain't trying to go in there with that book. You know what I'm saying? The pretty girl from the neighborhood, little do you know, she got a food stamp book too. She might have just went in the store and got her shit before you. Now you coming in there with that book, but they waiting for you back at the crib to bring the shit back to the crib. Dinner might have to get cooked, or you needed something. Now you in the store stolen, because you don't want to pull out that food stamp book. And the worst thing you deal with is pulling out that book and everybody be like, yo, he got food stamps. See, we didn't know no better. Everybody had food stamps in the hood. That wasn't no shit just just on you, the whole hood had food stamps, but we didn't know. We didn't know that we wasn't supposed to make fun of each other for certain shit, because everybody was poor, right? Shit, if you live where I live, you was poor too. Or you live in this building, you poor too. This a fucked up building. It ain't like you got a luxury apartment. Your apartment wild like mine. If I got roaches, you got roaches. But we'll laugh, oh, you got roaches in your house. Oh, you got this, you got that. So as a child, being made fun of made you wild out a lot. A lot of fights you got into, a lot of shit that you got into was because somebody made fun of you. Somebody clowned you. At the same time, you might have not, you probably didn't get no sneakers, your clothes was hand-me-downs. The children, respectfully, are way better dressed than what we were. They're more rewarded than what we were because shit, we wasn't getting no fast food. Shit, you want something to eat? Got burgers in the house. My grandmother, respectfully, we walked right past McDonald's every time. I ain't never got no McDonald's from her. Never got no McDonald's. Christmas, we really struggled through a lot, but you remember getting teased. And that shit, some of the things you got teased for as a child, believe it or not, still fuck with you today and gave you insecurities, gave you anxiety about certain things. To this day, like you might have got teased for your nose, you might have got teased for something, and it still bothers you today. It could be 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later. But imagine you conquer something that's not popular to conquer. I mean, the industry is based off being a custody. The industry is based off of drinking. The first time I went into a club sober, I had an anxiety attack. I never been in a club sober. The first time I went in there, I was like, yo, because you already know, you start sipping before you get in there. Then because we ain't going in there buying them expensive ass drinks. We getting bent before we go there. We might go in there and get an iced tea or something like that. Long Island iced tea. But we was already drunk before we went in there. Imagine going in the spot sober now. That music is loud as hell. You never realize how loud the music was, how smoky it was in there, how unhealthy the shit was. But I remember, I'm trying to think of the spot. I went in there and I was like, it was just too fast for me. It was moving so fast that I was like, yo, how did I do this shit for all these years? I was like, yo, the music was loud. The music was loud. The temperature was on. And I remember just being in there like, yo, this shit is moving real fast because I'm dead sober. I never been in a spot sober, ever. But that one time, and I was like, yo, what the hell? What the hell? And, if you out there and you struggling with anything, man, find your support system because you gotta, it's so easy for us to go down. Rest in peace to Brownsville Kai. It's so easy for us to meet our demise. Shit, we starting to having to find reasons to live now. You ever thought like 50 would be the mortality rate for a black man and black woman? 50? And when you think about all you got to live for, growing up, you'd be like, yo, depending on what your gender is, but you like, yo, I want to have my wife, my kids, and all that shit that you dreamt of or thought was gonna be your future. That shit, Memphis, bleak right now. A lot of it don't exist. or it's tumultuous for you. So you gotta find reasons to want to be here now. So you gotta find bright spots because shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Shit is real. So you gotta find bright spots to want to be here. At one point, you was like, yo, I couldn't wait to such and such. But then now you getting up and you like, damn. I ain't hear from my kids. Again, it's a time where you just completely feel unloved. Where you completely feel unloved. And not only that, you struggle with shit. You struggle with your sobriety. You struggle with your mental health. And every time you get high, every time you get drunk, you know what you say to yourself? I ain't doing this shit no more. Why you doing it? But you need that relief. You need that relief because it take all the, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, getting drunk feel good. That should feel good. But it wasn't my answer. And I know people struggle. You know, a lot of people struggle with different things. I'm not really here to clown nobody for that. The struggle is real, but imagine having a struggle and somebody laughing at you. And it's funny until you see your 16 or 17-year-old child strung out. And you know they got that shit right from you because since they was little to the age they are now, you was rolling up in front of them. You was smoking in front of them. You was doing all this shit that, oh, it come from the earth. All this stupid cliche shit. And it's cool until your child is strung out now. Because everybody cannot process. Yeah, you might say, I ain't gonna eat no pills. I ain't gonna do that. But what happens when your child eat pills? What happens when your child ate that last pill? You know that shit came from you because you know what you was doing around the house. So that's why respectfully, although some of our parents might have been addicts, alcoholics or whatever, they knew not to do that. They had at least enough respect for us. I never saw my pop smoke crack. 050 the movement, salute. I never saw my father smoke crack, ever. I knew he smoked crack, but I didn't have no evidence to support that he smoked crack. I just learned what paraphernalia was. He had that much respect for me not to do it. Why? Because he didn't want me to be like him. He didn't want me to be like him. You might have an old uncle that be like, I don't want to catch you doing this shit. If he did flip out, he'll tell you, don't do this. Nowadays, motherfuckers getting high with their kids. They write a passage instead of taking them to get their first haircut. Go take them to get their first suit. They write a passages, yeah, me and my son got high for the first time together. Okay. You know what you go through. You know how you struggle with it. What happens when your child get a hold of something bad? Can you really live with yourself, or you think this shit is cute? Or you want to make up the excuses? It's from the earth and the strains and all this stupid shit, man. Let me tell you something. Do what you do. I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do. But if you gonna be a fuck up, you be a fuck up. Stop recruiting fuck ups. Stop laughing at people for trying to better their life, because you only laugh because it's an envy in you that you have. You realize that the person had the power to finally get sober, and you don't have that same strength, so you laugh. So you try to clown them and down them and make you think, yo, damn, this motherfucker really don't get high. Because at the same time, shit, I used to once have mad dudes around me. When I stopped drinking, My crib wasn't a party crib no more. Where we gonna go and drink? Where we gonna go and smoke? We normally go to his crib. So once I say, yo, ain't no more smoking in my crib, I can't smoke no weed, I can't smoke no cigarettes. And I don't drink no more. Then you're gonna see who your people are. Then they say things like, he be quitting sometimes. Yeah, he be taking a couple of months off. He gonna come back. Ain't that fucked up? When you tell people I'm done and they be like, he quit sometimes. He gonna be drinking again. Instead of saying, yo, salute, congrats, because I know that struggle. We all suffer pain. We all deal with death. We all process things different again. But none of that shit has been the answer. Somebody pass away, you go get drunk. Guess what? Somebody else is gonna pass away. It just is what it is. Sometimes you just have to admit you are alcoholic. You ain't need no excuse for that. What was your excuse yesterday? Everybody was fine. You got bent yesterday. And then you tell people sometimes that they are alcoholic and they be like, nah, no, I'm not. So why did you get up and drink a bum-ass beer like 8 in the morning? Beer? So, again, I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's you should be around people who anything that you're doing to better yourself, they think it's funny. And that's some coward ass shit. That's some defense mechanism shit. Because if you're not trying to help the individual, what's funny about it? If I say you come through and you got on a suit, of course initially I might laugh. Fuck, you got a suit on. What's the first thing? We see a black man in a suit, what we think? Nigga got caught. We just automatically think it's some wrongdoing. You going to court? Nah, I got a job interview. Oh, damn. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, damn. We think the worst of each other. And that's really our problem. We don't have the support system a lot of times that we need in our struggle. And sometimes, yo, I'm going to tell you some real shit. I told my cousin, who's an alcoholic, he's not going to admit it, but he got to live how he got to live. He older than me. I tried. I told him, yo, you my cousin, my first cousin, more like my brother. I love you, but you're going to have to get your shit together. Because we watching our friends, our loved ones pass away. We watching people get cirrhosis of the liver. We watching people kidneys fail. We watching all of this shit happen for that liquor. And that's what you on. And then you want to act like, oh, I ain't drinking, I'm drinking water. Nigga, that couple of bottles of water ain't gonna take away 30 years of alcoholism. That's not how that works. That's not how the anatomy works. Because again, mentally, you have something wrong with you. Mentally. Because you think you're gonna go to that bottle and it's gonna change this up here. And I'm telling you that it ain't. And then the sad part about it is that you around me, a recovering alcoholic. What if I slide back? What if I backslide? What if one day I feel like I can't take no more and I backslide? You will be happy? So if I'm a recovering alcoholic, why are you drinking around me? Yeah, I'm strong. Yeah, I got strength. But some days we weak. And in our weakness, who knows what we gonna do? Who knows if we say, yo, I'm gonna hit that bottle. Fuck that, I'm gonna get me a little nip. And then you back. Then you back on the wagon. And then the nigga gonna look at you and be happy that you back on the bottle because now he know you could provide. And that shit is fucked up how we enable each other's demise. It's fucked up how we could look at one another and be like, yo, yeah. And fuck is you drinking 8-9 days in a row for? Like, how do you go on drinking binges? So if you go on a drinking binge, that means you have no responsibility, because what can you do drunk? You can't drive. You can't work. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody take you serious. So what you start doing to cover your pain, you start oppressing people. You start getting on the phone. You start disrespecting people. You start talking shit. You start going outside looking for a fight. You start thinking you tough. You start thinking all this shit, but you really in pain. And when I see people in pain, I say to them, I don't laugh at people. I say, yo, I know, and I know what you're going through. I don't have the answers, but start here. What I find that is people who I speak to that's going through shit, they don't want to admit it. Yo, you gotta admit shit. One time I said something to my same cousin, he started crying. He was like, yo, I'm only crying because, I said, no, you crying because you're drunk. That's why you crying. Like, don't try to give me no disclaimer. Oh, I'm only crying because, no, you crying because you're fucking drunk. And alcohol makes you emotional. It is proven to lower your serotonin level. It's proven to be a depressant. It is. So don't sit here and say, I'm only crying. But no, you're crying because you're drunk. You're crying because you are alcoholic. And you need help. And the help that you need sometimes has nothing to do with sobriety. It's up here. But a lot of people don't want to deal with what's going on up here. So they treat their nose. And the funniest thing about custies and people who do all types of wild, illegal drugs and drink, they think nobody don't know. You know everybody know, right? You know if you get your nose dirty, people know, right? You know, because everybody got a deal. Who the fuck you got it from? You ain't go to motherfucking Panama and get it yourself, or Nicaragua or something like that. You ain't got to connect with a cartel where they give it right to you. The damn dealers tell on you. Ladies, when you treat your nose, who you got it from? The dude you got it from told everybody that your fine ass get your nose dirty. You know, such and such, yeah, yo, she just bought a 20 from me. So y'all really be thinking y'all incognito. You ain't no roach. When the light come on, I see you, roach. You see the roach crawling when the light come on. You be like, thinking you still. Thinking you drunk and nobody don't know. You feeling good. Like, again. But we have to tell people, yo, I need you here. You serve a purpose, but I don't need no drunk with me. I don't need no crackhead with me. I don't need no pill popper with me. I need you in your greatest form, in your greatest self. Now, you could have fun. Live your life how you have fun, but how does fun become destructive? How did fun become, at any given time, gambling with your life? Any given time. Any given time, that pill could be your last pill. Imagine that shit. So you woke up and said, you know what? I think I'm going to die today. Yeah, I'm going to go get one of them pills. It's going to have some of that motherfucking Fenty in it. It's over for me. Yeah. Nobody says that. Nobody say they want a drunk drive. Nobody say, yo, because it's in everything. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you think your coke that you sniff don't got it? Oh, yeah, because you're you. You know how to detect it. Somebody out in the street doing a 1-2 said, motherfuckers be requesting that shit. I want that shit with that shit in it. That's psychological to know that you possibly, this might be your last time being here. But we get to them low points when you think you don't have no purpose and nobody cares. Many people die from a broken heart. Many people die from the lack of appreciation. So sometimes, shit, if you woke up and nobody called you today, nobody checked on you, nobody hit you up and say, nigga, you alive? Sometimes people only call you when they want something. Many of you have children. Your children don't call you because you might be estranged from the other parent, your former significant other. Your own kids don't call you. So you be like, yo, I'm in here thugging this shit out by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here thugging this shit out by myself. My fucking own kids don't like me. My own, my siblings don't like me. So sometimes you got to pick up the phone and call people too. Like, yo, I was just thinking about you. I don't want nothing. See, that's the problem too. You keep calling people when you want something, but how you want something that don't got nothing to give? Sometimes all you got to give is a kind word. I remember talking to my brother. We was talking about a family member that we suspected was dealing with substance abuse problems. And I said to him, so do we clown them? Do we, laugh at it or have our little inside jokes? Or do we tell them, yo, we need you here? And I remember my aunt, before she passed away, I remember talking about my cousin, and I remember saying to her, yo, we got to tell this dude we need him here. He got to sober up. Like, we got to tell him. And she was saying, nah, he know. I'm like, if he know, he'll stop getting bent like that. And sometimes we have enablers around us because all this nigga need is $20. He gonna stay out of my hair. He gonna leave me alone. Let me do my 1-2 thing. So as long as he got some money for some beer and a pack of cigarettes, nigga good. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the enabling that I said comes from mental shit, and that's as bad as laughing at somebody. Because you be like, yo, I've been around people who freak out when they can't get high. They start talking about all the street. Watch, I'm gonna start robbing niggas and shit. What? Then they get some beers and some weed, and they in there smiling, laughing, and playing and shit, joking, love everybody. You know how ornery some people get when they can't get high? You ever seen a drug-addicted woman who gotta smoke? How they get when they can't smoke? I don't know if y'all ever been around a woman who smoked weed and can't smoke. That shit crazy. They get crazy. They get crazy. So, again, we don't pick our family. We pick our friends. Sometimes friends graduate to family. But damn sure do what you got to do to be around people that is trying to encourage you, that's not going to laugh at you, who don't think shit is funny. A lot of shit is funny, though. But when you laugh at somebody's pain, to me, that strikes me as you got some pain, too. And, it's funny. Most comedians talk about their pain. That's the best material. They talk about their life struggles. But then you see how Robin Williams went out. You would think somebody as successful as he is, his financially was good. But then, shit, one of the funniest men ever. You wouldn't think he would claim his shit like that. So something set him off. Something, whether it was learning of something with his life, but something made him say, man, fuck all this shit. And then a lot of times they be out there and you don't feel like nobody care about you. So think about Young Dro. they sober Dro. Like, you know, sometimes too, when somebody do they thing, you gotta be careful about even calling him sober Dro, because shit, he was supposed to be that anyway. That ain't no bad. Yo, that's sober Dro. So people might, cause you got people people fucked up, man. People will be like,
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
man, shut up. Some people be like, yo, I like him rhyming better, not Young Dro, but I've heard people say about artists, but I like him better when he was high. That ain't the same rapper no more. He need to start getting high again. Used to say that shit about DMX. I heard that shit before. Yo, he need to start getting high again. But we'll watch respectfully, and I'm not trying to clown him, but we'll watch people like Lil Wayne just incoherent doing shit, and we worried about the Super Bowl. We worried about how he deserved the Super Bowl. He deserved the Super Bowl. How about we support him in his sobriety? We worry about the fucking Super Bowl, and this dude was sipping shit, having seizures and shit, and y'all talking about the Super Bowl? And the last time we seen him, he was sitting there doing some dances like Genuine and shit. Y'all worry about the fucking Super Bowl. This motherfucker a custody. You know what I'm saying? How about him being sober? A lot of times we worry about the wrong shit. But again, we talk about shit, we say shit, so we don't have to face what we dealing with. We don't have to face our own shit. And real talk, it's a big percentage of this industry that's just custies. You watching them every day. You watching them on podcasts. You watching them in the booth. You watching them in interviews. Remember what we saw with Kodak Black when he was on Drink Champs? Incoherent. We watch Rich the Kid a lot of times. Quando Rondo. We watch them incoherent. And we laugh. We be like, damn, he fucked up. Nah, people got to start giving people ultimatums, because little did we know, we didn't know that Rich Homie Quan was an addict. I didn't know that. How would I know that? We don't know that about him. And then his addiction, and he ended up succumbing to it. You know? So imagine getting right and harming yourself and end up taking your own life by mistake. Check videos online. I appreciate you too. Imagine taking your own life by mistake. And they're so used to this being your routine that nobody checked to see if you was alive. They was like, yo, oh, he fell out again. Pick him up, put him on the couch. He do this all the time. Imagine that shit. Oh, nah. Oh, he must have ate one of them things or two, and he laid out. Yeah, he fell asleep with food in his mouth. He do this all the time. Yeah, let me just take the baby to school and just pick him up and put him on the couch. You don't even know his fucking body is lifeless. Ain't that some shit? But nobody would say, yo, bro, nah, you gotta stop doing that, man. You gotta stop falling asleep with food in your mouth. You gotta stop falling out on the floor. Yo, I found you on the floor, man. What are you doing? They'll just, man, he do this all the time. Just pick him up, put him on the couch, put a blanket over him. Because if you read the report, that's what happened. It was like, yo, we just thought it just was what it is. He do this shit all the time. So we start normalizing shit that ain't normal. Oh, no, he fall out all the time. Like, he get bent, and he go to sleep on the floor. We just put him on the couch till he sober up, and, you know, they was, thank you, Counselor at Large, I appreciate you. They just went on with their life. Take the kids to school. Brother, yo, I'm a holler. He bent. I'll hit him later on. And you dead. That shit is not funny. And that could be anybody's fate. But think about it, people don't know how to deal with certain things. Because think about Rich Homie Quan. The industry had turned their back on him as well. They was calling him a rat. Nobody wanted to mess with him. Behind his Young Thug situation, they said he told. So many things went on, and then we love him and we miss him. He didn't feel that shit when he was here. So again, y'all laughing at the man. People who get teased. The bully once got teased. It's just the truth. But if you out there fighting, struggling, keep up the good fight. There is avenues. If you're around somebody who enables you, if you're around somebody who laugh at you, if you're around somebody who think the shit is funny, get away from them. I don't care what they could provide for you. If you in a relationship, if you in anything that, if you're around anything or deal with anything that bothers you as much that you say, I gotta get high. Look what Mike Tyson, you ever watch Mike Tyson interviews? He was like, yo, I had to get high, man. I just couldn't handle it. Mike Tyson has said that I had to get high. I just couldn't handle it. This is Mike Tyson. Guy who we seen knock people nose off their face. Guy we seen have hundreds of millions of dollars. The most beautiful cars, women's, tigers. And then he say, yo, I had to get high. So it could happen to anybody. But at that time, just keep Mike high. Mike gonna buy me a car. Mike gonna give away some money. We just clean up anything that he do. That shit ain't cool. So if you struggle with something or you know somebody who struggle with them, you gotta help the best way you could. And even if you struggling and the person that you're around don't want no help, you gotta get away from them, unfortunately. You gotta get away from them. You gotta say, yo, look, I care about me. I need change. And what he said, look at the thing that Young Dro said. He said, I just was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I just was tired of lying to myself. I was tired of saying, oh, nah, I don't get high. And then he got the help he needed. But it's easy to relapse. It's easy to fall off the wagon when you got a jackass behind you laughing, who think it's funny, who think your pain is funny. And that's why he had to say, yo, I slapped the shit out you. Because what's so funny? Now we talk about my damn baby and you laughing. You busting out laughing. Come on, man. Shit is corny. So with that, man, I'ma go. I'ma holler at y'all later on. And that's it, man. I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Doggie Diamonds No Filter podcast. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube. Make sure you go on the audio platforms of Apple Music, Spotify. I'm everywhere. Facebook is going up. The Instagram is going up. The numbers is running up. So you there too. Salute to y'all. Please hit the like button. Please leave a comment. Topics like this is very, very important and very needed. Because all that superficial shit, let me give y'all one before you go. The superficial shit that you hear from people Reason why they can't talk about stuff like this. Why you think they can't talk about topics like this? Why you think they can't give insight on topics like this? I call them all out by name, but why you think they can't give insight? They can't talk about addiction and how it's not funny. You know why they can't talk about it? Because they cuss these too. A lot of them get high. A lot of them get their nose dirty. That's why a lot of them fraternize with each other. That's why a lot of them is cool. That's why they sit down with each other. That bond is that candy. That bond is them pills. So they're going to keep distracting you. And salute to them, watch them, whatever, but they're going to keep distracting you with Drake talk and talks of this and talks of that and this take and that take. There's no take that hinder us the most like addiction. We watching people die from it. And it don't have an age. It don't have a shade. It don't have a community. It's all of us. That should be priority number one. And if some of these guys that you know that have these podcasts once were addicts and they recovered, that should be their testimony. You mean to tell me you got 1 million people who listen to you? You got 200,000. You want to talk about this, how much downloads you got and views you got, but you ain't never said, yo, I used to do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm clean. They don't say that because they ain't clean. It's the realest shit. And again, it's on y'all as the audience. Again, y'all got to start holding people accountable because they're a part of pushing shit that got us fucked up. Have your fun, listen to your music. You going to smoke you one. You going to smoke you a drink, do what you do. But there's a difference between moderation, socially, and being a goddamn addict. It is a difference. I will differentiate. It is an addict. And some of these people you looking at, I'm telling you, I done been around them. They skin bad. They're incoherent in person. I don't know what the hell they on. But they gonna come before you acting holier than thou when they was just with somebody else like, yo, let me get 10. Let me get 10. 10 what? Let me get 10. Come on. And then later on they come out and say, yeah, man, I was eating pills for 10 years. And you ain't even know that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even know that you was supporting a damn custody when they could have used their testament to help you. So you didn't even know. Who would have known people like, billionaires like Diddy and them is custodies? Custodies? How you a custody and you got $1 billion, all the money, all the material things? Shit, you want to trade bank accounts? Some of these people can't even function. But they keep a crowd of people. They keep enablers. They keep people that's going to keep them high and drunk. That's what all this shit is about. And this is what this industry has created. This is what this culture has created. And that's not our culture. We not custodies. We might have seen our parents succumb, but we look how that shit decimated our communities. Whether you in Compton, whether you in Brooklyn, whether you in Rochester, whether you in Texas. Look how it decimated all of our communities. Nobody's shit was exempt. When that shit hit, it hit everybody hard. But nobody's telling the truth. Everybody's acting like this rap shit means something. Yo, the rap shit is fueling the agenda. But that's a subject that, nobody really ready to talk about because the people who help fuel it don't want to be held accountable. They'll just go on and just Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole and all that shit. All that shit that don't even really matter at the end of the day because come next week, something new happened, we going to be on that. This shit is day by day. Nothing lasts. It's day by day. It's what's happening from moment to moment. From what happened yesterday don't even matter today. Did you notice that? Before I go, did you notice that? What happened last week don't even matter today. You don't even know what happened last week. It's over. It's day by day. People wake up every day looking for some new smut. Who got that smut? That became the new drug. That became how people cuss these for low vibrating bullshit. So if you an individual, of course, I don't expect 7,000 people to be watching me, 10,000 people to be watching me on a nightly basis. Why? Because I'm holding up that mirror in front of a lot of people. I'm making people realize, yo, hold up, man. Maybe I'm fucked up. Nobody never pointed that out to me. So when you logical, that audience going to be small. Shit, you might have 10 people watching you. Who the hell is logical? Because people always got an excuse. Ain't no such thing as a good excuse because somebody always going to be disappointed. That's what it is, man. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Until next time, that's it, man. I'm out.